And then I'm just thinking, we start on the second episode, including random things in the videos that no one will notice besides me. Even the select few people in my life that choose to watch these videos won't even notice. That will give clues. This is what I do. That will give clues without being obvious. Almost like it's just random comedy with an inanimate Pokemon. Sorry. No, I don't think anyone would buy that. They'd probably think we're still just winging it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what do you... The Legend of Zelda. Experience the challenge of an endless adventure. Made in Japan. Official Nintendo seal of quality. That seal. If you don't know, you should look up the requirements it took to have your game get this Nintendo seal, especially back in 1985. You know, since Bruce Springsteen, Madonna. Anyway, I just wanted to... I'm in a goofy mood because I solved the bug that was taking me way too long to figure out. So, essentially what was happening is I would go through a level without spending anything and be like, hey, everything's working great. Like, I'm just using the base class stuff, everything's working great. And then, right, so this is one bug that I still gotta fix. Just, show my ass for a second. This is what it looks like on the first one every time you go to a different menu. But then now the second one's also a little off sometimes. But now they're all kind of where they're supposed to be. Godot's sizing stuff isn't amazing. When I click on this, it there's like a frame where it just does its resizing thing. Not a fan. I'm personally not a fan of why Godot continues to do this, and I've spent way too long trying to fix it. But at least this is one that I did fix. So, at the end of the garden, you'll see, we get all our bonuses, and now engagement bonus. We get 184 milligrams of juice. We were having a bug where the engagement bonus would just say, oh, you spent something in the shop, you get 2 milligrams of juice. So, if you spent 10 milliliters of juice on upgrades, you get 2 milligrams of juice is what this thing would basically tell you. And that's wrong. And I fixed it because I noticed that bug, but I didn't fix the bug all the way, which made the rest of it harder to fix. Because it was adding the correct amount to the total pulp for the garden, but then it wasn't giving the feedback of hey, here's where this number is coming from. So imagine if instead of saying plus 184 to get to 292, right, it just says plus 2. I'm like, is it off by a factor of 3? Did I multiply? Where the heck is this thing going wrong? The engagement bonus wasn't updated visually with our cool swoosh, 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 bang, bang animation. Sadly. But now it's fixed. There were a lot of little things that I went through of just being like, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. Flipping stuff. Listening to music a little bit too loudly. Just getting frustrated. And the reason it was so frustrating is because I had already thought ahead, but I went half-ass. I thought ahead tested it, said that's fine, on to the next thing, and I didn't go all the way and actually do everything, which then led to an hour of trying to fix this. But at least this isn't art stuff. I mean, it's kind of art stuff because it's like the transition and stuff, but this is at least not doing sprites. And so that at least felt a lot more like, all right, fixed. Bam. Now I can actually go to the next thing. We can cross this off, check it off. Good job, everybody. Yeah, and so just, piece of game tech. Uh the reason why I wanted to like have an engagement bonus like that is because if I don't buy any upgrades, I get 50 milligrams of pulp for not buying any upgrades, which is it's pretty nice. You'll see right there. But so I start with a bunch because I'm testing everything, and so I just give myself everything. And I can spend a lot, and so I get a big engagement bonus when I spend stuff. But the idea is there's a tipping point of like, do I just spend my juice like to get that little bonus? And there's other upgrades you can buy that increase these bonuses, right? So it can be a little more worth your while in whatever you're planning. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of like initially that like, do I spend 25 milliliters of juice or do I not spend anything till I have that, and then just keep getting the pulp bonus? Just just something to think about. Um, Toy Tank. Love this card. Absolutely love this card. If you don't know about if you don't know about the toy engine, you're gonna learn about it. Yeah, toys. Is that a clue? Is that an Easter egg clue? Dude, wouldn't it be cool if like people made conspiracy theories about like how the like I'm trying to think, right? Because like I want to give clues on how to solve this Easter egg, and I already have, but like I can't give everything. Like you have to play it too. And so like I don't know if it'd be a good idea to just keep dropping in little hints everywhere, Just kind of like you can't even see the card. You can't even see Slifer the Sky Dragon. What would Slifer the Sky Dragon mean? That's the thing. What's great about an Easter egg and a puzzle is that it can be whatever you want, and then the complexity, right? Like a lot of good puzzles don't like the answer to them isn't that like interesting. It's more so like the puzzle itself and how it's worded that's interesting. You know, everything can be so random. I could say something random like Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack and move on to the next thing. But if someone were watching this video and like randomly was like, "Oh, are they dropping clues for Easter eggs?" I think it'd be fun to mess with people or just keep giving them clues because I can go back to these videos and just include whatever I say anyway. It's almost like, life's what you make it. Happy July, everybody.